Was the biggest event in your life truly just an event, or was it the way you perceived it? This single question changes everything we know. When we slowly unfold the long history of mankind, we find a surprising and profound commonality that exists across all great eras of change. The collapse of great empires, the birth of new nations, and the industrial revolutions all seem like sudden physical events to the casual observer. Yet, at their very core, an invisible change always existed before any physical manifestation ever took place in our complex and evolving world. It was not guns or swords that changed the course of history, but the fundamental structure of human perception and our inner, silent thoughts. In 18th century Europe, bread was scarce and taxes were soaring for the common people, creating a truly desperate and suffocating situation for many. The gap between the nobility and the commoners had widened to a truly suffocating degree, with no relief or hope in sight for the masses. However, poverty and inequality had always existed. They were once accepted as the natural, unquestioned, and eternal order of the human world. But at a certain moment, people stopped accepting that harsh reality as natural. That was the true, quiet seed of a great revolution. The issue was not reality itself, but the way it was interpreted. Suffering became recognized as fundamentally unfair and wrong by the collective mind. Eras always carry problems, but revolution begins the moment our thoughts about those problems change into something entirely new and powerful. Even today, the situation is not much different. Technology advances at a breathtaking pace, reshaping our entire modern and digital existence. Artificial intelligence threatens traditional roles, and social inequalities are being reshaped in complex and sometimes invisible new ways in society. Yet, more important than these changes is the fact that human perception is shifting even faster than the technology itself can evolve. In the past, stability was the highest value. Now, the ability to adapt is the primary and essential condition for human survival. Ultimately, what moves an era is not the environment, but the mindset of the people who interpret and act within that environment. And at that very point, every revolution begins quietly. It is a silent, internal transformation within the very depth of the human spirit. The core insight is simple yet powerful. Revolution does not start from the outside world or external circumstances alone in any era. Revolution begins within the human being. We do not see reality exactly as it is, but rather as we are ourselves. People interpret reality based on what they believe. Our perceptions are the powerful filters through which we view and understand our world. When a new thought breaks down the existing logic, the old order can no longer be maintained by any force or tradition. The French Revolution did not start from hunger alone, but from the powerful question, why must we continue to starve while others feast? The Industrial Revolution began not with machines, but with the thought, we can live more efficiently and productively than ever before. Studies from MIT and Harvard repeatedly confirm that perception shifts are the primary and most significant drivers of behavioral change in humans. When thoughts change, choices change. When choices change, the structures of society follow and adapt to the new and emerging reality. And when structures change, the era itself transforms. This is the true and quiet mechanism of every revolution throughout human history. Questions change the world, not guns. Thoughts move history forward, not just cold steel, physical power, or external force. The most dramatic example of this is the appearance of the smartphone, which has revolutionized our daily lives and social interactions completely. Before the iPhone, mobile phones already existed, but people saw them only as simple tools for calling and basic texting tasks. Then, Steve Jobs asked one powerful and visionary question. What if a phone was actually a computer in your hand? This simple question changed people's thoughts and expectations before it ever changed the technology itself or the device we carry. That shift in thought overturned entire industries. The camera, maps, and music industries were all recentered and completely transformed forever. Even the taxi industry was completely transformed by this new way of thinking about global connectivity and personal service delivery. Companies like Uber and Airbnb started from a fundamental thought shift, the idea that we can share our own idle resources. It wasn't just new technology, it was the realization that we could share what we already have with others in need. In Korea, the delivery culture exploded because of the perception there is no longer a need to wait for what we want. It was a shift from simple convenience to a fundamental change in our collective sense of time and service delivery expectations. As we have seen, it is always thought that changes reality. Thought precedes every action we take in our daily lives. When thoughts change, actions follow. When actions change, the market itself begins to shift and reorganize itself into a new structure. And when the market changes, society ultimately transforms into something entirely new and often significantly better than what came before it. Now we can clearly summarize our core message. To change the world, you must change your own thoughts first and foremost. Before blaming your environment, check the mindset you use to interpret that environment and your own unique role within it. We fear change not because of the change itself, but because our old thoughts and comforts are collapsing around us now. Yet that very moment of collapse is actually your greatest opportunity for growth and true personal transformation in your life. New thoughts always start with a sense of discomfort, but they create the strongest and most lasting transformations for the future. Changing your questions is the fastest way to change your life. It shifts your entire direction and your destined future. Stop asking why it won't work. Instead, ask, why is this not possible? And see the immediate shift in your mind. The change you will gain from this is clear. You will become the empowered and conscious interpreter of your own environment. You will no longer be someone who avoids problems, but someone who redefines them into powerful opportunities for success. You will become the one who starts the change rather than the one waiting for it to happen around you. Great revolutions do not start with a giant roar. They begin quietly inside a single person's head with one thought. And that small, quiet thought eventually grows to shake the very foundations of the world we live in today. Remember, the fastest way to change the world is to change how you look at the world every single day. That change always begins inside your mind. If you want to flip the world, flip your own thoughts first. Expand your thoughts through the humanities with Dr. Jongmoon Ko. Your soul will grow richer every single day of your life. Please like and subscribe to keep your spirit nourished. I wish you only the best in your incredible journey. For inquiries or collaboration, please reach out to Dr. Jongmoon Ko at k903-91198@gmail.com. Contact him now. Explore more through these themes: power of thought, essence of revolution, and the profound shift of human perception. Follow for humanity's insight, the start of change, and self-innovation themes to expand your worldview today. Join us. Search for Why Revolutions Occur, examples of thought change, and recommended humanities lectures for further learning and growth. Also search for How to Change Mindset, Successful People's Thoughts, and the incredible world-changing power of questions. Thank you for watching. May your thoughts always lead you to a meaningful, powerful, and successful life. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single thought. Start your own internal revolution today and see. Every day is a new opportunity to redefine your reality. What will your first question be tomorrow morning? Time is our most precious resource. Use it to build a mind that understands the incredible depth of life. Knowledge is the compass that guides us through the complexities of our rapidly changing and modern world. Even the smallest light can dispel the greatest darkness. Your thoughts are that essential light in the world. Deep thoughts lead to deep lives. Grow your mind like a great tree that stands the test of time and weather. The universe within us is as vast as the one above us. Explore it with courage and endless curiosity. Your influence spreads like ink in water. Make your thoughts worthy of that significant global influence. Never stop reaching for a deeper understanding of the truth. It is the highest of all human pursuits. Peace of mind is the foundation for clear thinking. Cultivate your inner garden with care and great wisdom. When individual thoughts align, they create the powerful movements that shape our collective future together. Pass on the power of thinking to the next generation. It is the greatest gift we can give to the world. Ideas are the bridges that connect us to a better world. Build them with wisdom, courage, and love.